looks like the live is just getting started, so I'll give people a few seconds just to come on in, come join us. Let's see. Oh. Alrighty. Looks like we're good to go. So, for those of you who don't know me, I'm MJ. I'm one of the licensed estheticians here at AOS. It's been a while since I did a live. Celine is actually unfortunately out sick today, so you guys got me. Sending her lots of well wishes. Hope she gets well soon. Let's see. So today we're actually going to be talking about our free skincare checkups. That's a service that we offer here for all of our AOS customers. So if you guys see me looking down a little bit, I have some notes. It's been a while since I did a live, so that's the back and forth. But just to talk a little bit about our skincare checkups, we here call them CHUPs. Our free skincare checkups are a great service to access if you need help finding your products, getting recommendations from us as professionals. If you just have any skincare questions or you need help incorporating your devices into your routine, all of those are great reasons to write in and do a CHUP with us. So let's see. So how do you access the CHUPs? So the CHUPs can be accessed in the Learn tab at the top of our website, and then you can also access it every time you place an order with us in those cute little AOS boxes. Once you open it, you should see a QR code on the inside of your box. You can always scan that QR code, and that'll take you right to the CHUP form, and you can fill that out, and it'll come right to us, and we can get you going. So let's see. Let's see. Oh, yep. I also want to talk about some common mistakes we get with CHUPs. Oh, look. All right. Everyone's coming in. And then also feel free if you guys have any questions about the free skincare service, if you guys have any questions about any of the products that we're going to be reviewing today, you can always write them in the comment section and I'll do my best to answer them for you guys. So let's see. So I want to start with some of the common mistakes I see here on the CHUP forms. So I am one of the main estheticians who handles the free skincare checkups here, and there are some common mistakes that I see reoccurring a lot with the routines or the forms that just it's nice to address to make sure you guys get the most out of that service, especially since it's a free service. So the first one would be either not cleansing your face or using the wrong cleanser for your face. So that's a common mistake or issue we see here a lot is customers writing in to get help with their skincare routine, and they either aren't cleansing at all because they feel like, oh, my skin's too dry, if I cleanse it'll dry me out, or they feel like if my skin's really oily, if I cleanse it'll just add to the oiliness, or they're using a cleanser that's the complete wrong cleanser for their skin type or for their concerns. So that's a great reason to write in, and that's one of the common things that I like to address with clients when they do the CHUP is the importance of cleansing and making sure you have a proper cleanser in your routine and you're doing it preferably twice a day. I do see a lot of hype around, like, you know, the active cleansers. People want to feel like something's happening, so a lot of people want the cleansers that have lots of active ingredients and the exfoliation to it, not realizing that if you're using an exfoliating cleanser twice a day, every day as your hero cleanser, that can actually exacerbate some of your skincare concerns and lead to excessive dryness or irritation or even disrupting your skin's barrier. So that's something you definitely want to look out for, and making sure you're choosing a cleanser that's best for your skin type and concerns. Let's see. So just to piggyback off of that, another common issue we see is over exfoliation. And so a lot of the times when people want to address their concerns, they think like more is better, and so they jump in with the heavy correctives, the heavy acids, exfoliation, and then they're worried why they're getting the opposite effect. And over exfoliating the skin can definitely lead to a compromised barrier, and once your barrier is compromised, that's going to lead to a snowball effect of now you might experience breakouts, or your hyperpigmentation might appear darker, more signs of aging, and those fine lines and that dehydration in the skin. So a lot of those things can happen when your skin's over exfoliated, so just keeping that in mind. We still want to give your skin that healthy cell turnover without going too far. Let's see. Oh, also, not layering products correctly. So it can get overwhelming, especially when you don't have a background in skincare, figuring out the right order to apply your products in. Our rule of thumb is always you want to apply them from thinnest to thickest, but sometimes there's variation depending on the products and the ingredients that you're using. So just making sure that when clients write in to do the free skincare checkups with us, making sure they're applying their products and their serums in the right order, especially because that can lead to peeling of the products. Once you get to those final steps, you'll sometimes notice that peeling and that beating up of the product. So sometimes that can come from not properly layering your products. Let's see. Also, the same thing with not using the right cleanser for your concerns. We also see just in general people not choosing the right products for their specific concerns. I know it can be hard when you see like advertisements and social media and it's like this product works great for me and this product works great for me. So having products that work specifically for you and that are customized to address your concerns is something we really pride ourselves on with the free skincare checkups, is making sure clients know that we're not just giving you something just because. It's stuff that we really have seen address the concerns that you're trying to address, and they will help you get to your skincare goals. And let's see. Ooh, this one's my favorite. Not using sunscreen. So I know it's hard with the reapplication throughout the day, or sometimes it's hard to find the right sunscreen for your skin tone or your skin type, but it is so important to wear sunscreen daily and to reapply. Especially when you're trying to treat things like hyperpigmentation or signs of aging, you're really going to want to make sure you're reapplying your sunscreen throughout the day. So making sure all of our clients who write in to do a free skincare checkup are getting a sunscreen recommendation that's going to fit well into their routine so that they can actually experience the benefits of their protocol. Because sometimes it's hard when you're like, I'm using all the right products, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I'm just still not getting where I want to get to in my skincare journey. Sometimes it can be something as simple as putting on your sunscreen daily and reapplying it, and you'll see that difference in your skincare. Ooh, this touches back on one of our previous ones. This one is not exfoliating at all, so it's kind of a spectrum. So we see clients who are over exfoliating and they're doing, the most, and then we have clients who aren't exfoliating at all and they have no correctives, no manual, physical, chemical, no exfoliation at all in their routine. It's just all nourishing, hydrating ingredients, which is great, but when you're not properly giving your skin that cell turnover, especially as we age, it slows down. So if you're not properly getting that cell turnover, it can lead to your products not properly penetrating the skin. So when you're using a lot of these hearty, nourishing serums and cleansers and things like that, if that dead skin isn't sloughing off, then they're not really getting in there deep and doing that hearty work that we're paying for. Let's see. Ooh. And so this is another good one, using too many products. So you'd be surprised, but you can use too many skincare products. And so every once in a while, I'll get a skincare checkup that comes in, and this client will have every product under the sun, and they're great products, but if you're layering 5, 6, 7, 8 serums every morning, plus your moisturizer and your SPF, then sometimes they can either counteract each other, or you're just not getting the full benefits because you're just putting so much on your skin. Your skin can't breathe, and then that can also lead to that peeling of the product and that beating up of the product. So it's just important to make sure, we're not getting in that mindset again, like more is better, we need more, and understanding that it's okay to scale back a little bit, and sometimes being simple, less is more. Let's see. What's our next one? Ooh, so this is actually something that I struggled with for a long time before I really dove a little deeper into skincare and ingredients, is using pore clogging ingredients on blemish prone skin. So I've never really struggled with acne, but I am prone to blemishes like hormonal breakouts, or like if I'm not using the right products or properly cleansing my skin, I will get little breakouts here and there. And I noticed that when I wasn't using products that were acne safe, that I was experiencing that a lot more, and my skin just felt a little congested, a little heavy. And once I switched over and started making sure I was using acne safe products, it made a huge difference in my skincare personally. So I definitely like to let my clients know, even if you're not someone who suffers from acne, or I don't want to say suffer, but someone who experiences acne, it's still a great resource to be able to know whether or not your products are going to cause blemishes or not, because that can be the difference between these little tiny breakouts here and there sometimes. So let's check in and see if we have any questions so far. Oh, Marcy says she loves her skincare checkups. Oh, awesome. Let's see. How does combining the Gled skin clarifier and the Mandelic 8 make the Mandelic acid less effective? So, Jess has a question. She wants to know, does combining the Gled skin clarifier and the Face Reality Mandelic 8% make the Mandelic less effective? So it doesn't make the Mandelic less effective, but it will help boost some of the benefits that clients are looking for. A lot of the clients who are on the Mandelic 8%, they are using it to address acne and breakouts. And with acne and breakouts comes a lot of that PIH, that post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So in order to combat that and mitigate that a little bit, we like to add the daily skin clarifier, because that'll help suppress, it's a tyrosine inhibitor. So it'll help suppress some of that pigment from forming while also addressing the acne as well. So you still get that corrective with a little bit of that healing at the same time, but it won't diminish the efficacy of your Mandelic. Let's see, is it better to put one serum on first and then the other, as opposed to mixing them together? So that's a great question. With that, it kind of depends on what serums you're mixing. So depending on what ingredients those serums have, the weight of the serums, how they're formulated, some serums I don't recommend mixing together. I would say layer them. But when it comes to serums like the Daily Skin Clarifier and the Mandelic 8, those work great together. Not to mention the consistency of the serums, they balance each other out because they're both more lightweight serums. So you're not going to get that kind of like congealing that can sometimes happen when you mix two serums together that aren't the same consistency and things like that. Sometimes you can get the weird texture going on. So I always say that's a great question to ask when you do your skincare checkup, is to ask like, hey, I want to use these serums. Are these serums okay to layer together, or mix together, or should I layer them separately? So that's always a question we can answer for you when you do your checkup. Let's see. Alrighty, so I think that's all the questions so far. So now we're gonna get into the fun stuff. So I actually wrote up a mock skincare checkup for you guys, and we're gonna go over that together so you guys can kind of see a little bit of the behind the scenes of how I do the skincare checkups and how I decide what products to use and things like that. So you guys can go through that with me today. So just a little background about this client. They are 36 years old. They are a male. Their skin type is combo, and their main concerns are oiliness, shaving bumps. They are prone to breakouts, and they experience blackheads. So my thought process with this free skincare checkup was keeping their routine very streamlined and simple, but still packing a punch to address their concerns. Like I said, this is a male client, and we do find with male clients, sometimes it's hard getting them to like be consistent with their routine and use it every day, and really do that self-care pampering of themselves. And so when I'm trying to ease my male clients into a consistent skincare protocol, I like to make sure we're giving them the results they want to see while still giving them products that they feel comfortable and confident using on a daily basis. And then once they get, addicted a little bit and they start, feeling good about themselves, feeling good about their skin, and they come back again, then that's when we can start adding in some more heartier treatments or some more nourishing serums and things like that, and kind of boost those protocols for them. So to start, so in his morning routine, he uses a cleanser. He uses the Peter Thomas Roth Anti-Aging Gel Cleanser. So that is a great cleanser. That is an exfoliating cleanser. So with that, one of our products we carry is the Lemieux Exfoliating Cleansing Gel. This is a great dupe for that cleanser actually, and it's at a great price point. This one's actually a little bit cheaper of a dupe. They even are the same exact color. The Peter Thomas Roth looks just like this. But that's a great exfoliating cleanser. And then this will also help with those shaving bumps that he was experiencing. And I personally use this cleanser at home in my shower. So I use this cleanser as a body wash sometimes to do like the underarms or even sometimes in the bikini area. And I've noticed that I don't get, you know, like that BO smell or anything, regardless if you use deodorant or not for me, if I use this on my underarms. And it helps with the ingrown hairs as well on like my legs or that bikini area. So I actually really enjoy that cleanser in my shower. But for his morning cleanse, I actually chose to go with this Color Science cleanser. This is one of my new favorites. I love this cleanser. This one is great overall hero cleanser for all skin types, skin tones. It's acne safe. It gives you like a really good cleanse without stripping the skin. My niece, she's actually super sensitive. She can't put anything on her face. She's allergic to everything. And I've been using that cleanser on her when she comes to visit me, and that's like the only thing her skin will handle is the Color Science and cleanser and moisturizer. So those are one of my favorites right now. So I chose this for his AM cleanser because we don't want him over exfoliating, and in his routine he already has an exfoliating cleanser. As we progress on, you'll see that he has some scrubs and some other things in there, but he doesn't have enough nourishment in his routine. So I thought switching his AM cleanser out for this instead of the exfoliating cleanser will help put some more moisture back into his skin and give him a good hearty clean without stripping his skin, especially because he did mention in his checkup that he is not a twice a day cleanser. He mostly just cleanses in the morning, and then when it gets to the evening time, it's hit or miss. So I figured switching that exfoliating cleanser to his PM would be a great idea because he won't over exfoliate, because more than likely he's only going to use it a few times a week anyways. So if he's only cleansing his face in the evening 2 to 3 times a week and he's using an exfoliating cleanser, that's about the number of times you want to use that a week anyways. So that's going to be his morning cleanse. Now for his next steps, for his hydration, usually our second step would be toning, and then from toning we'd go into serums. Because we want to keep his routine very streamlined and simple, our next step is actually going to be the Neogenesis Moisturizing Mist. Love this stuff. So the reason I chose that, it's a super hydrating mist, so that's going to help layer some hydration and moisture in between his steps because he's oily, and a lot of the times what people don't realize is that sometimes oiliness isn't because you're putting too much moisture or hydration, it's because you're not putting enough. And so sometimes when the skin is lacking hydration, it'll start to overproduce oil to overcompensate for that lack of hydration. So sometimes just nourishing and hydrating the skin will help counteract that overproduction of oil. So we're gonna have this as his second step after his cleanse. And so that's gonna hydrate. And then this also has antioxidant support. The Neogenesis Moisturizing Mist has vitamin C in there. And so those antioxidants are going to help with those blackheads and the congestion that he's experiencing as well. So I'm trying to, kill multiple birds with one stone. So that is a great second step. Then we're gonna completely skip a serum altogether because, like I said before, when you're trying to get someone on to a skincare routine, sometimes less is more. We don't want to overwhelm him with 5 or 6 steps when sometimes it's hard just to do the 1 or 2 steps, just cleansing and moisturizing. So for his third step, we're gonna go right into his SPF. So we're gonna do the Color Science No-Show SPF. This one is also acne safe. It's great for all skin types. As far as skin tones, I've found that this one does leave a white cast on me, but surprisingly, I have friends and family who are darker than me who have used this, and then it doesn't leave a white cast. So I think it depends on your undertones as well. If you have more of like red or yellow or even orangey undertones, kind of similar to mine, like warmer colors, this probably wouldn't be the best. I use the Flex in Deep. But if you have more cooler undertones, more of those blues, purples, things like that, and you have darker skin, you can more than likely get away with using this as your SPF. But this is also an SPF 50. But it's more of it's kind of hydrating for it to be an SPF. Sometimes they can be a little matte or have like that, you know, satin finish. This one does have like a little bit of a dewy finish, and so that'll help as his moisturizer and SPF in one. So that's why I chose that. So far we have his AM cleanser, we have his moisturizing mist, and this will double as his antioxidants, some boosted hydration, even somewhat of like the replacement for his serum toner kind of combo. And then we're gonna finish it off with our no-show SPF and lock in our hydration with that. So this will be his morning routine. Now let's do his PM. So in his PM routine, this exfoliating gel cleanser that we spoke about earlier. So this is going to be his PM cleanser. I doubt it'll be too exfoliating. Honestly, I get away with using this daily. Even sometimes I use it on my face. I can use this daily on my face and it's not too much. But it also, like I said, it depends on your skin type and what your concerns are, because for some people, especially if you're on the drier side, this could potentially be too much to use as your AM and PM cleanser every day. But for his skin type, this will be a great cleanser for him in his PM. And then after that, he does do his weekly treatments in the PM. So he says he doesn't really do cleansing or moisturizer in the evening, but he does use the Biore strips to help with his blackheads. And then he also uses an exfoliate scrub from Kate Somerville. So those are his two PM treatments. So he also said he was looking to add in a new scrub to replace his current one. So for that, I chose the Dr. Estee Powder Wash. This is a great choice because it gives you that feel if you're a person who likes that manual exfoliation without it being too much exfoliation. This is actually an enzyme exfoliant. And so the enzymes, they can be pretty gentle. So this is actually one that some people even use daily as a cleanser. But that's going to be a great treatment for him, so he can still get that, you know, manual exfoliation, but also some of those enzymes. And then these two will partner great to help address that congestion in his nose, and then also the shaving bumps that he says he's been experiencing. So these will help with that, as well as ingrown hairs. And then we're going to go back in with our moisturizing mist in the PM. Like I said, this will help with some antioxidants, some hydration. And then we are going to finish him off in our PM with a corrective. So we're going to add in a corrective to his routine. Other than his exfoliation and his previous cleanser, he didn't really have too many correctives or anything. But with him being 36 years old, him experiencing some congestion, and then also the shaving bumps, this will be great to address all concerns in one, because it's going to help with that cell turnover. This is the Skin Restore Serum from Neogenesis. So this is actually a vitamin A serum. So it's going to give him some cell turnover, but this one is actually pretty gentle. So you can even use this on more sensitive skin types, or if you're someone who's new to using correctives or retinols in your routine, this would be a nice one to start with. So since we're not really sure whether or not he's used a retinol in the past or anything like that, this is a great start off for him. So this will be used in his PM routine after his Neogenesis mist. He can use this, I'd say start with alternating nights. So he would use this on like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, alternating. So he'd use this on those nights. And then honestly, he could just end there with his routine. But let's say that that's not enough hydration or moisture for him, or he likes that finishing step of a moisturizer on top of his retinol. That's when he can go in with this. So this is the C Nourish Cream from SkinScript. This is another great source of antioxidants. It's going to be nourishing. It's going to help brighten. It's going to help just overall with collagen production. So this is a great step to add in to give him some moisture, but still it's a very lightweight, creamy texture. So it's not going to be too heavy for the skin since he's oily, but it'll still give him a nice boost of hydration. And he can also add this to his AM as well, in between his moisturizing mist and his SPF. So he can go in with his cleanser, moisturizing mist. This would be his moisturizer, and then this would be his SPF for the morning as well. And so that would be his routine. And so that would be a great start, like I said, for someone who's looking to step up their skincare routine, but not go so far to where they're overwhelmed. And that's it for his protocol. Let's see if we have any questions. Ooh, Marge. Oh, I love your name. My name is actually Marjorie Jacqueline, so some people call me Marge. So I love that. How often can a free skincare checkup be done? So the free skincare checkups, technically there's no cap on it, but we do like to tell clients that if you are taking the free skincare checkup serious and, you know, really taking advantage of that resource, you shouldn't need to do it any more than every like 2 to 3 months. Or if you need advice before purchasing your next round of products, you can always write into us, do a free skincare checkup. You can let us know what you're currently using, any products you're interested in, what you're trying to address, and then we can help you pick products for your next purchase based on that form. Or let's say things change. Sometimes things change. It might be stress related or hormonal, or you move or start a new job and your skin changes with the life changes. You can always write in for a free skincare checkup, even if you just did one a month ago. If something's changing and your skin's adapting and you need help to address that, you can always write in for another one. We're also really good about follow-ups. So we do have lots of clients who do the initial free skincare checkup, and then once they get those recommendations and we answer those questions, they have lots of follow-up questions, or they want follow-up recommendations for other products. You can always email us back to that initial email we send you, and you can send us your follow-up questions or any concerns you may have. It's actually quite common that someone will fill out the free skincare checkup and they think they're gonna get a robot, or they don't think they're gonna get like a real hearty response the way they get from us. And so they just kind of passively fill out the form and send it in. And then once they see the wealth of knowledge and information they get, then it leads to like all of these other questions, and now they want other recommendations. And so we encourage that. Like if something comes up and you want to know more, or you need more recommendations, you can always follow up with us. Let's see if there's any more questions. Is that it? Looks like I answered all the questions. And so that's the gist of our free skincare checkups. More than likely you'd be partnered with me or Morgan. She's our acne specialist. And we will do our very best to put together a protocol for you that will actually get you the results and put you on the right track on your skincare journey, so that you can enjoy the process and actually give your skin and yourself like the love you deserve. So we really enjoy offering that to you guys here. And so I just want everyone to take advantage and come chat with me. I love talking to you guys. But if that's all the questions, I guess we'll go ahead and sign off. I'll try to wait a second, see if we get any more come in. Trickle in. And it doesn't have to be about the free skincare checkups either. If you have questions about a product that we showed today, or even just a question for me or for us here at AOS, I'd love to answer them for you. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Marge. We love offering those to you guys. Marge says she loves our free skincare checkups. Alrighty. Well, this was our live for today. We made it through, guys. It was a little nerve-wracking, but you guys will be seeing my face a lot more. So I'm going to sign off, and I hope everyone enjoys their evening and has a great night. Bye, guys.